हेलो फ्रेंड्स, वेलकम बैक टू माय चैनल। आज हम लोग डिस्कस करने वाले हैं ऑफिशियल लैंग्वेज। ठीक है, जो कि हमारे कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन में है। ऑफिशियल लैंग्वेज पार्ट 17th ऑफ द कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन डील्स विद द ऑफिशियल लैंग्वेज इन आर्टिकल 343 टू 351। ठीक है, इट्स प्रोविजंस आर डिवाइडेड इनटू 4 हेड्स: लैंग्वेज ऑफ द यूनियन, रीजनल लैंग्वेजेस, लैंग्वेज ऑफ जुडिशरी एंड टेक्स्ट ऑफ लॉज, special directives. Language of the union. First of all, we will talk about the language of the union. Constitution contains the following provisions in the respect of language of the union. ठीक, फर्स्ट पॉइंट क्या है? हिंदी written in देवनागरी script is to be the official language of union. ठीक है, बट द फॉर्म ऑफ न्यूमरल्स टू यूज फॉर द ऑफिशियल पर्पजेज ऑफ द यूनियन हैज़ टू बी द इंटरनेशनल फॉर्म ऑफ इंडियन न्यूमरल्स, नॉट द देवनागरी फॉर्म ऑफ न्यूमरल्स। ठीक है, मतलब कि उसको जैसे इंटरनेशनल फॉर्म, इंटरनेशनल लेवल पे जैसी हिंदी बोली जाती है और कहें कि लिखी जाती है, उसी हिंदी को यूज़ किया जाता है यूनियन लैंग्वेज एज ए यूनियन लैंग्वेज, ना कि देवनागरी स्क्रिप्ट में। ठीक है, वो थोड़ा डिफ़िकल्ट होगा समझने में। However, for a period of 15 years from the commencement of the Constitution, that is from 1950 to 65, English language would continue to be used for the all official purposes for the Union. It was being used before 1950. Even after 15 years, the Parliament may provide for the continued use of English language for the specified purposes. ठीक है, at the end of 5 years and again at the end of 10 years from the commencement of the Constitution, the President should appoint a commission to make recommendation with regard to the progressive use of Hindi language, restrictions on the use of English language, and other related issues. A committee of parliament is to be constituted to examine the recommendation of the commission and to report its views on them to the president. Accordingly, in 1955, the president appointed an official language commission under the chairmanship of B.G. Khair. The commission submitted its report to the president in 1956. एक साल बाद 1955 में बनाया गया और कमीशन, ये लैंग्वेज कमीशन, और 1956 में उसने रिपोर्ट दी। क्या रिपोर्ट दी? द रिपोर्ट वाज एग्जामिन्ड बाय ए कमिटी ऑफ पार्लियामेंट कॉन्स्टिट्यूटेड इन 1957 under the chairmanship of Govind Ballabh Pant. However, another official language commission, as envisaged by the Constitution, was not appointed in 1960. Subsequently, the Parliament enacted the Official Language Act in 1963. The Act provides for the continued use of English even after 1965, in addition to Hindi, for all official purposes. Official Language Act 1963, जिसके थ्रू इंग्लिश एज अ ऑफिशियल लैंग्वेज और एज वेल एज हिंदी यूज़ की जाएंगी ऑफिशियल पर्पजेज फॉर द ऑल ऑफिशियल पर्पज एंड ऑफ द यूनियन, also for transactions of business in parliament. Notably, this act enables the use of English indefinitely without any time limit. Further, this act was amended 1967 to make the use of English in addition to Hindi compulsory in certain cases. Let's talk about the regional languages. The Constitution does not specify the official language of different states. In this regard, it makes the following provisions. The legislature of a state may adopt any one or more of the language in use in the state or Hindi as official language of that state. Until that is done, English is to continue as official language of that state. Under this provision, most of the states have adopted the major regional language as their official language. For example, Andhra Pradesh has adopted Telugu, Kerala, Malayalam, Assam, Assamese, West Bengal, Bengali, Odisha, Odia. The 9 northern states of Himachal Pradesh, Uttar Pradesh, Uttarakhand, Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Bihar, Jharkhand, Haryana, and Rajasthan have adopted Hindi. Gujarat has adopted Hindi in addition to Gujarati. Similarly, Goa has adopted Marathi in addition to Konkani. Jammu and Kashmir has adopted Urdu, not Kashmiri. On the other hand, certain northern eastern states like Meghalaya, Arunachal Pradesh, Nagaland have adopted English. Notably, choice of the state is not limited to the language enumerated in 8th schedule of the Constitution. 8th schedule of the Constitution. ठीक है? For the time being, the official language of Union, that is English, would remain the link language for communication between the Union and the state or between various states. ठीक है? But 2 or more states are free to agree to use Hindi instead of English for communication between themselves. Rajasthan, Uttar Pradesh, Madhya Pradesh, Bihar are some of the states that have entered into such agreement कि हम अपनी लैंग्वेज हिंदी ही रखेंगे ऑफिशियल लैंग्वेज, ठीक है। ऑफिशियल लैंग्वेज एक्ट 1963 lays down the English should be used for purpose of communication between the union and the non-Hindi states, that is the state that have not adopted Hindi as their official language. Further, where Hindi is used for communication between a Hindi and a non-Hindi state, such communication in Hindi should be accompanied by an English translation. When the president, on a demand being made, is satisfied that a substantial proportion of population of a state desire to use of any language spoken by them to be recognized by that state, then the may direct that such language shall also be officially recognized in that state. This provision aims at protecting the linguistic interest of minority in the state. मतलब जिस ऑफिशियल लैंग्वेज एक्ट के अकॉर्डिंग इंग्लिश ही यूनियन की लैंग्वेज रहेगी, लेकिन जिस स्टेट में हिंदी नहीं बोली जाती है वो इंग्लिश में कम्युनिकेट कर सकते हैं उन स्टेट से जिसमें हिंदी बोली जा सकती है, ठीक है। और यूनियन और स्टेट का अगर जिस स्टेट में हिंदी नहीं बोली जाए तो यूनियन और स्टेट उससे इंग्लिश में ही कम्युनिकेट करेंगे, ठीक है। और जिनका हिंदी है तो उससे हिंदी में हो सकता है, ठीक है, जो हिंदी राज्य बोलते हैं। लैंग्वेज ऑफ द जुडिशरी एंड द टेक्स्ट ऑफ लॉज। लेट्स टॉक अबाउट द जुडिशरी लैंग्वेज। द कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल प्रोविजन डीलिंग विद द language of court and legislation also follows until parliament provides otherwise. The following are is to be in English language only. All proceeding in the Supreme Court and in every high court until parliament provides, जब तक कि पार्लियामेंट प्रोवाइड्स नहीं करता है कुछ भी लॉ तब तक क्या होगा, आर टू बी इन द इंग्लिश लैंग्वेज। तो जितनी प्रोसीडिंग्स होंगी फॉलोइंग प्रोसीडिंग वो इंग्लिश में होगी जाएंगी। कौन कौन सी प्रोसीडिंग? ऑल प्रोसीडिंग इन द सुप्रीम कोर्ट, इन एवरी हाई कोर्ट एंड इन एवरी हाई कोर्ट इंग्लिश में। द अथॉरिटेटिव टेक्स्ट ऑफ ऑल बिल्स, एक्ट्स, ऑर्डिनेंसेस, ऑर्डर्स, रूल्स, रेगुलेशंस एंड बाय लॉज एट द सेंट्रल एंड द स्टेट इंग्लिश में, ठीक है, जब तक कि पार्लियामेंट प्रोवाइड नहीं। दूसरा अपन क्या, हाउ एवर द गवर्नर ऑफ द स्टेट विद द previous consent of the president can authorize the use of Hindi or any other official language of the state. प्रेसिडेंट की परमिशन पर गवर्नर ये कह सकता है कि हिंदी को ऑफिशियल लैंग्वेज यूज कर सकता है कोई भी स्टेट इन द प्रोसीडिंग इन हाई कोर्ट ऑफ द स्टेट बट नॉट विद रिस्पेक्ट टू द जजमेंट डिक्री एंड ऑर्डर पास्ड बाय इट। हाई कोर्ट में कोई भी स्टेट एज हिंदी लैंग्वेज यूज कर सकता है बट कंडीशन क्या रहेगी कि वह गवर्नर की इच्छा से और गवर्नर इसके प्रेसिडेंट की सलाह पे, ठीक है। Continue to be English until Parliament otherwise provides. Similarly, a state legislature can prescribe the use of any language other than English with respect to bills, act, ordinances, rules, regulations, bylaws, but a translation of the same in the English language is to be published. ठीक। Official Language Act 1963 lays down that Hindi translation of acts, ordinances, orders, regulations and bylaws published under the authority of President are deemed to be authoritative text. Further, every bill introduced in the Parliament is to be accompanied by a Hindi translation. Similarly, there is a to-be Hindi translation of state act ordinances in certain cases. The act also enables the governor of a state with previous consent of president to authorize the use of Hindi or any other official language of the state for judgment, decrees and order passed by high court of the state, but they should be accompanied by an English translation. For example, Hindi used in Uttar Pradesh, used in Uttar Pradesh, Madhya Pradesh, Bihar and Rajasthan for these purposes. However, the parliament has not made any provision for the use of Hindi in Supreme Court. Hence, the Supreme Court hears only those who petitions or appeal in English. In 1967 सुप्रीम कोर्ट में केवल इंग्लिश ही यूज़ की जाएगी। 1961 में क्या हुआ, arguing in Hindi or habeas corpus petition in the Supreme Court, but the court cancelled his petition on the ground that language of the court was English and allowing Hindi would be unconstitutional. ठीक है। Special directives. The Constitution contains certain special directives to the protection of interest of linguistic minorities and to promote development of Hindi language. The Constitution contains certain special directives to protect the interest of linguistic minorities and to promote the development of Hindi language. These are protection of linguistic minorities. In this regard, Constitution makes the following provisions. protection of linguistic minorities. Every aggrieved person has the right to submit a representation for the redress of any grievance to any officer or authority of the union or a state in any of languages used in the union or in state, as the case may be. This means that a representation cannot be rejected on the ground that it is not in the official language. ठीक है, ये छूट मिल सकती है लिंग्विस्टिक माइनॉरिटी. एवरी स्टेट एंड लोकल अथॉरिटी इन द स्टेट शुड प्रोवाइड एडिक्वेट फैसिलिटीज फॉर instruction in the mother tongue at the primary stage of education to children belonging to linguistic minorities group. The president can issue necessary direction for this purpose, and this is the directive principle of state policy. The president should appoint a special officer for linguistic minorities to investigate all matters relating to the constitutional safeguard for linguistic minorities and to report to him. The president should place all such reports before the parliament and send to the state legislature concerned. I have been taught this point in the president chapter, so you can go and watch my previous videos to know more about these points in details. Okay, the development of Hindi language. The constitution imposes a duty upon the center to promote the spread and development of Hindi language so that it may become the lingua franca of the composite culture of India. Further, the center is directed to secure the richment of Hindi by assimilating the forms, style, and expression used in Hindustani and in other languages specified in 8th schedule. Try to drawing its vocabulary primarily of Sanskrit, secondly other languages. At present, let's talk about 2026. The 8th schedule of the constitution specified 22 languages. Originally 14 languages. These are Assamese, Bengali, Bodo, Dongri, Gujarati, Hindi, Kannada, Kashmiri, Konkani, Maithili, Malayalam, Manipuri, Marathi, Nepali, Odia, Punjabi, Sanskrit, Santhali, Sindhi, Tamil, Telugu, and Urdu. Sindhi was added by 21st. Most important points. You will have to remember this. Sindhi was added by 21st Amendment Act of 1967. Konkani, Manipuri, and Nepali were added by 71st Amendment Act of 1992. Bodo, Dongri, Maithili, and Santhali were added by 92nd Amendment Act of 2003. These 3 points is most important according to the exam point of view. In terms of the constitution provisions, these are 2 objectives behind the specification of the above regional language in 8th schedule. Number 1, the member of these languages are to be given representation in official language commission. Number 2, the form, style, and expression of these languages are to be used for the enrichment of Hindi language. Let's talk about the Committee of Parliament on Official Language. The Official Language Act 1963 provided for the setting up of Committee of Parliament on Official Language to review the progress made in the use of Hindi for official purposes of the Union. Under the Act, this committee was to be constituted after 10 years of promulgation of the Act, that is 26 January 1965. Accordingly, this committee was set up 1976. This committee comprised of 30 members of parliament, 20 from Lok Sabha and 10 from Rajya Sabha. The act contains the following provisions relating to the composition function of the committee. After the expiration of 10 years from the date on which the act comes into force, there shall be constituted a committee on official languages on a resolution to that effect being moved in either house of parliament with the previous sanctions of the president passed by both houses. The committee shall consist of 30 members, of whom 20 shall be member of House of the People and 10 shall be member of the Council of the State, to be elected respectively by the member of the House of the People and the member of Council of the State in accordance with the system of proportional representation by means of single transferable vote. It shall be the duty of committee to review the progress made in the use of Hindi for the official purposes of Union, submit a report to the President making the recommendation thereon, and the President shall cause the report to be laid before each House of the Parliament and sent to the state government. The President may, after consideration of the report and the views expressed by the state government thereon, issue direction in accordance with the whole or any part of the report. The chairman of the committee is elected by the member of the committee. As a convention, the Union Home Minister has been elected as a chairman of the committee from time to time. The committee is required to submit its report along with its recommendation to the President after reviewing the position regarding the use of Hindi in central government offices on the basis of its observation, apart from adopting other methods for assessing the factual position. The committee decided to inspect certain central government offices representing various fields of activities to motivate central government offices to adopt maximum uses of Hindi so that the objectives of the Constitution and Official Language Act provision could be achieved. Further, in order to assess the use of official language for various purposes and other matters connected therewith, as from education, judiciary, and voluntary organization, the secretaries of the ministry or department, etc., decided to invite the progressive use of Hindi in central government offices is being reviewed by committee in the background of the provision official language provided by the Constitution Act 1963. Secretary of the committee is headed by the secretary of the committee. The secretary is assisted by officers of the level of under secretary and other official. Classical language status 2004, the government of India decided to create new category of language called as classical language. In 2006, it laid down the criteria for conferring the classical language status. So far 2026, the six languages are granted classical language status. This is the Tamil 2004, Sanskrit, Telugu, Kannada, Malayalam and Odia. Tamil, Telugu, Kannada, Malayalam, Sanskrit and Odia. These are six are classical language. This is also the most important questions regarding the exam points of view, and these are the articles. Article 343, official language of the Union. 344, Commission and Committee of Parliament on official language. And this article 348, language to be used in the Supreme Court and in the High Court and for acts, bills, etc. Special procedure for enactment of certain laws relating to language. ठीक है. Benefit of once a language is declared classical, it gets financial assistance for setting up a center of excellence for the study of that language, and also opens up an avenue for two major awards for scholars eminence. Beside, the university grant commission can be requested to create, to begin with, at least in the central university, a certain number of professional chair for classical language for scholars of eminence in language: Tamil, Sanskrit, Telugu, Kannada, Malayalam and Odia. The criteria of declaring a language as a classical mandate high antiquity of its early text, recorded history over a period of 1500 to 2000 years, a body of ancient literature text which is considered a valuable heritage by generations of speakers, and literary tradition that is original, not borrowed from another speech communities. That's all about the official language. Again, meet the next. See you soon with the next topic. Till then, thank you. Let's watching my videos continuously.